Oh, CO, how's everybody doing? I'm live again. On Facebook and trying to get my heartbeat down from the stroke level again. I don't care what anybody says. This is not something people can get used to. I don't think. Not me, anyway. We've got a show tonight, or I've got a show tonight to do for Standing Rock, for the people of Standing Rock, and I have a different format here. I have my phone set up in a different angle, so please bear with me. This is an important broadcast because I'm going to read a poem, a prayer that Victoria Hogan, my good friend, has written again. And it's something that has to be said. And I'm going to end this with something that people are going to like too. This broadcast is called The Gifts of Standing Rock for a very good reason, to honor my good friend Victoria Hogan, who wrote this. And I'm just going to take another sip of my coffee before we start. And I'm going to have to read it, so don't mind me, okay? I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to do radio shows and live shows, but I used to stutter really bad when I was a kid. So, hello, Michelle. Glad you could all join. I hope more people are going to show up. Anyway, this is called The Gifts of Standing Rock. I think it will be a long time before we are aware of all the gifts of Standing Rock and its people. So before I go any further, I need to give thanks to the Creator, to the spirits, the ancestors, the elders, the water protectors, and all the people that became a part of Standing Rock. Standing Rock would become a mirror that would show the world the truth about America, about the government, North Dakota, the governor, the police, and about how big oil companies rule this country. DAPL sent in its mercenaries, its dogs, weapons to attack the water protectors, mace, guns that shot rubber bullets, LRADs that created that high-pitched sound, planes to drop chemicals, helicopters to circle the camps and the grenades. Huge, powerful water hoses sprayed horrendous amounts of water on the water protectors in below freezing temperatures. The government and DAPL brought in lies, infiltrators, fake news, news blackouts, ways to block the live feeds and videos of those trying to document the truth. The treaties were ignored. The historical and present-day grave sites were bulldozed away. The police and mercenary soldiers set up command stations on top of the burial mounds. Sacred items were destroyed, urinated on, or smeared with feces. The water protectors were arrested right and left, and false charges placed on them. When the snows came, the officers would tackle a person, force them to the ground, force them into their vehicles, their hands handcuffed behind their backs. Once at the jails, their jackets and shoes would be taken from them. They were put in cages with their wet clothes still on their bodies. When the big garage doors would open, the blasts of bitter cold would find them. Women were forced to strip naked before several male guards, and then often placed in cages naked and forced to spend the night that way. Often prisoners were not even allowed to use the restrooms. The guards pointed their weapons at the faces, genital areas, or backs of the people running away. Eyes were lost, bones were broken, ribs were cracked. The guards shot at the cameras and drones of those that were filming and providing live feeds. The guards arrested the journalists. Press passes meant nothing. Unnecessary force was used against the people, the water protectors. They were treated as if they had no rights, as if there was no constitution, there was no love, empathy, or respect for the people of Standing Rock by those that stood with the oil company. People were getting sick from the toxic poisons. Some had to have blood transfusions because their blood was so poisoned. People were developing sicknesses, fevers, coughs, and some ended up with permanent lung damage and when they inhaled the toxic poisons. Standing Rock had become a mirror that showed the world the truth about America, the truth about government, the truth about politicians, and the truth about who really rules America. In this case, DAPL, the big oil companies, that the money and the power belonged to those that held the wealth in this country. Standing Rock also became the platform to show the world the truth about our indigenous people. Standing Rock showed the world that how deep the spirit of these people went, how important the ceremonies were, and how prayer gave the people unity, courage, strength, and energy. Standing Rock taught a way of non-violent protest, how to fight for what you believe in, how to honor our place as caretakers of the water and the earth and the air we breathe. Standing Rock showed this journey with the people of the world. Mini Wichoni, water is life, and we are one. So, the prayers of the people went up in smoke. They smoked their pipes, they burned their sage, their cedar, and the sweetgrass. Pray for those that harm you. Pray for those that hate you. Pray for those that try and destroy you. Pray for those that harm our Mother Earth and the water. Pray for those that destroy the sacred burial grounds. Pray for those that demean you. Pray for those that steal from you. Pray for those that lie about you. Forgive them. Pray and send love to those that try and wipe you off the face of the earth. And the world watched. The world wept. The hearts of the people all over the world hurt. The people of the world came together. Many came to Standing Rock. In the end, the oil companies continues to put the pipeline in. They think they won. They pat themselves on the back. They drink to their success. Their bulldozers wipe the evidence of the camps off the face of the earth as if there was nothing there before. Did they really win? Really? What the people of Standing Rock believe and teach is this. Just wait. Wait and see. Witness the seeds that have been planted. Witness the awakening of a multitude of people. Witness the karma and what happens to the people of Standing Rock. And witness what happens to the people who sold their souls to the oil companies.